and gentlemen of Trenton, citizens of the world, welcome to the Cases Pork Roll Eating Championship of the world, right here at Trenton Thunder. I have just one question. Are you with me? All right, ladies and gentlemen, one of the greatest events on the competitive eating calendar right here today under this glorious blue sky. We have for you some of the greatest eaters in the world. You'll know some of the names, and all of them are experts in the Cases pork roll, which is a very unique discipline, obviously a delicacy in this region, and we celebrate that here today. I would like to take just 2 moments to thank Tom Dillon, are you here? Come on up. Tom Dillon, president of Cases Pork Roll. And where's Jeff Hurley? Is Jeff working? Here's Jeff Hurley, president of the Trenton Thunder, and he's a hands-on manager. Thank you so much for having us here today, and we appreciate it. We've been here before. It is one of the great contests. Now, you ask yourself, for those of you who didn't take the time to visit Major League Eating website, what is the record? 61 Joey Chestnut. Last year, Jeffrey Esper won, just edging out James Webb. Both Jeffrey and James are here today. James and Jeffrey, 2 of the top eaters in the world. Jeffrey Esper ranked number 3 in the world right now. We will see what happens. Now, before we get going, I just want to do a little bit of homework and give you some context. By the way, I got cards here. I brought the wrong stack, but it's Major League Eating cards. If anybody wants signatures from the eaters following this, I know a lot of selfies get taken, they'll sign them with the Sharpie and you can have those, and they have all of the social media on there. The Cases pork roll is 4 ounces. It's a single slice of pork roll and a delicious bun. And that is it. There are no condiments on it at this juncture. It's just plain right now. And before we get going, I would like to bring up, by the way, this is a 10-minute all-you-can-eat contest. Those are the facts you need to know. We're eating Cases pork rolls. It's 10 minutes. You have the greatest eaters in the world. The rest is going to be completely intuitive and obvious. However, we have 2 special guests here today that I would like to introduce. Our special guests. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Slice and Boomer. Now we all know that Slice is the mascot of Cases pork roll, the only pink, there we are, and Boomer, obviously, of the Trenton Thunder. Slice, how you feeling here today? Beautiful day, great day for an eating contest. Boomer, what are you thinking here today? Is it James Webb or is it Jeffrey Esper? Crazy Legs? All right, we have a Crazy Legs champion. Neither of these 2 people can talk because they are mascots. We will leave that as it is. Thank you so much, and these 2 will oversee the event for us. Thank you very much. Now, thank you. I just heard Crazy Legs Conti shout it out from the audience, a veteran eater, the former oyster-eating champion of the world, 37 dozen Louisiana oysters. That was set years ago. He's been on the circuit for 26 or 27 years, a veteran. He's here today. You'll meet him in just moments. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the big goosebump-producing introduction. And I beg you, just loosen up. Just let it flow over you. I'm just going to let the tension build. A lot of tension. They say that competitive eating is the battleground upon which God and Lucifer wage war for men's souls, my friends, and they are right. For this is a battle of the ages, a battle of the titans, the early gods, who come to Earth only once, in only one location, and that is here in Trenton, New Jersey, for purpose, and that is the Case's Pork Roll World Pork Roll Eating Championship of the World. We arrive at our destination by the sum of all our paths and the unswerving punctuality of chance. So it is, and so it always shall be. Let the contest begin! It's just shake it off. This is an emotional journey. Don't tighten up. Shake it off, because you will be exhausted by the end. We are just beginning. You will be transformed by this contest. Transformed. You will leave here different people, but not dramatically different people, like you're going to dedicate your life to charity. Just minor change. Just a minor change. Maybe you used to not like carrot cake. Now you like carrot cake. Small change, but you'll be different. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to meet the eaters. It is time to meet the individual eaters, ladies and gentlemen. His secret sauce is neither a secret nor a sauce. It is his ability to open his jaw like an anaconda and to eat everything in front of him. From Trenton Thunder, the family itself, ladies and gentlemen, let me hear it for a newcomer, Kevin Ackerman. The future, sometimes you look at the news and you get worried, but the future is secure on the broad shoulders of that young man. I think that is clear. He lost his arm to a Bengal tiger in a boyhood visit to the Atlanta Zoo, but his arm grew back. He can speak neutrino, the language of the sun, and all day long he listens to the conversations in the sky. He is a new type of superhero, but he does not fight evil. He consumes it and digests it into grade A USDA certified organic fertilizer, perfect for growing daisies, the unofficial flower of peace. Ladies and gentlemen, from Hampton, New Jersey, let me hear it for the great Peter Ritter. Competitive eating is the crucible through which greatness is forged. It is the lens through which our humanity is revealed, and no one demonstrates that more than this man coming up right now. From Fort Mill, South Carolina, let me hear it for the great Tanner Gray. It is said that she comes from a planet with 100 moons that circles a star of pure diamond, and that when you look in the night sky, you can see her image reflected endlessly in the crystal beads of heaven. In fact, she comes from Astoria in Queens in New York City, but she is mysterious nonetheless. Ladies and gentlemen, ranked number 48 in the world, please welcome Julie Goldberg. He has traveled this nation from IHOP, Texas, to Waffle House, Tennessee, to Poke Bowl, Connecticut, and ranch dressing, Arkansas. And everywhere that he went, he saw one thing: American exceptionalism. A man who has traveled the nation for competitive eating for more than a decade. Ladies and gentlemen, ranked number 44 in the world, from Allentown, Pennsylvania, Wild Bill Myers. A veteran. He was first seen standing at the edge of the shore between the ancient marks of the high and low tide, a place that is neither land nor sea. And as the blue light of morning filtered through the darkness, it revealed a man who has been to the beyond and who returned with the secrets of life and death. For he was buried alive under 60 cubic feet of popcorn, and he ate his way out to survival. And that is why we call him the David Blaine of the bowel, the Evel Knievel of the alimentary canal, the Houdini of Cuisine, Crazy Legs Conte! Veteran of the sport. Of humanity, nothing is born but humanity. Of the beast, nothing but the beast. And of evil comes only evil, the child of pain anointed at birth in the oils of hell, who speaks in the language of the beast to herald the coming reign of darkness. Axe egle jaistende west joktorchua menne kunun vaida harunun huttum shrida. Or, for those of you who speak English, I am the force traveling the earth, chased ever westward by the rising sun, until I find a place to strike, to cast you into a pit of torment. My time has come. Ladies and gentlemen, a man of pure evil, the red horse of death, George Jigger! He is so evil, they put him in prison in hell prison. George Jigger, the red horse of death. He is the warrior king who stands where the land meets the horizon, steadfast and unshakable. A force from beyond who defies the laws of physics, upon whose shoulders God has arranged the flesh of an archangel. Ladies and gentlemen, 50 hard-boiled eggs in 3 minutes and 3 seconds. 48 Nathan's Famous hot dogs and buns. 2 gallons of baby food. Ranked number 6 in the world, Nick Worley! He is surrounded by the nimbus of power, forged in the fire of the infinite, and his teeth shine like justice, and his eyes shine like the knives of righteousness. And he comes here to win, and win only, my friends. 70 donuts, 52 hot dogs and buns, 224 chicken wings from Australia, the #1 ranked eater in the Southern Hemisphere. I give you the great James Webb. There are 10 commandments, 9 lives, 8 ways to Sunday, 7 seas, 6 senses, 5 fingers, 4 corners, 3 musketeers, and 2 sides to every story. But there is only one moral code worth living by. Always onward, always forward. Carry the weight, advance the cause, never submit unto the breach. Ever onward, only onward. And that is the code by which he lives his life, ladies and gentlemen. 83 slices of pizza, 51 cases pork rolls, 13 cans of Spam, 24 pounds of strawberry shortcake, the #3 ranked eater in the world and your reigning champion, Jeffrey Espa! 50. Stand down, sit down, kneel down, bend your head to the crown. Jeffrey Esper, 50 cases pork roll sandwiches, the reigning champion. 2 times he has won, looking for a three-peat. If I were a betting man, which I am not, I would be looking at him and James Webb and Nick Werry. Now, there are many people who could jump out and have a standout day. George Chigger, the Red Horse of Death, you just met him, very evil man. He could win. You never know. All right, all of the eaters are putting in their drinks right now. Most of the eaters use a flavored drink because sometimes when you're eating, you want to have something sweet. And this is very true in hot dogs and buns and also chicken wings. But you see it here. Jeffrey Esper has a red drink, a fruit punch style drink. George Chigger is eating with medical gloves on, which I find very disconcerting somehow. Just makes me uncomfortable. I don't know why. All right. Crazy Legs Conti, Crazy Legs. Clearly a fan base here for Crazy Legs. What are you thinking here today, Crazy Legs?
Well, you know, the prize money goes to 5th place, so I'm going to try to come in the prize money and pay my exorbitant after-party bar bill with it.
He is a man of the people. He's the people's champion. Okay. Now, as Crazy Legs says, $4,000 in prizes, $2,000 goes to the first place winner, and then we divide up the rest as we go down. Lower amounts of reward the further down you get in the top 5. The rest of the people have this as an extraordinary experience for their bucket list. Okay. Now, are we all set, Jeff? We all set? Everybody's here? We've got our judges and everything?
Tom will have the clock.
Tom Dolan with cases has the clock. And we have Tom Dolan is a Trenton icon. I quote someone from the audience. There we are. All right. All right, very good. All right then, ladies and gentlemen, eaters, are you all ready? Do you all have 4 plates of 4 cases pork roll sandwiches? Everybody set? Okay, and we'll to our judges, we do need you to keep track, but we also want to have the audience see what's happening. I think we are ready. My friends, it is go time. It is go time time. It is go, no go, lock and load, love him and leave him, smoke him if you got him, see you want to see you, see you on the other side, time. Count it down with me from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Now Bill Myers, right here, veteran, he has separated the cases pork roll from the buns, and while he did that, he dunked each of the buns and set them neatly aside for consumption, and he brought with him a kitchen utensil, and he cut the cases pork roll. Look at this strategy. He didn't come in, he brought a special utensil. Clearly this is strategy. Bill Myers, a veteran of the circuit, is doing very, very well here today already because of that forethought. And I am behind Nick Werry. Each of the eaters gets 4 plates of 4 cases pork rolls each to start the event, and then they will get more as needed. Nick Werry obviously now through 2 plates or 8 cases pork rolls, off to a very, very fast start. Nick Werry is a veteran, folks. You know that he and Mickey Sudo, the #1 ranked female eater in the world who can eat 51 hot dogs and buns, have a child, and that child is the future of our sport, ladies and gentlemen. He's only about 2 years old right now, but he's already ranked number 42 in the world. Okay, Jeffrey Esper, 10 sandwiches for Jeffrey Esper, and he is right there Right now, Nick Werry with 12 is ahead of Jeffrey Esper, the champion. We have 12 here as well with James Webb. The water dripping down his elbow. It's just like a Caravaggio painting or something. It's amazing, the light flashing down on this historic moment. James Webb on 13 and Nick Werry right there with him. They're just a little ahead of Jeffrey Esper. We will see what happens as we go along. Certainly Jeffrey knows how to handle the clock. Crazy Legs Conti, former oyster-eating champion of the world, is on his 5th Case's pork roll sandwich. Apparently the seafood is his specialty. Kevin Ackerman of Trenton Thunder, hometown boy, on his 4th Case's pork roll sandwiches right now. Julie Goldberg, Tanner Gray, Peter Ritter right there in the mix on this one. And I'm going to show you if I can. I might be getting in the way. This is the utensil that Wild Bill used. It looks like a pizza slicer of some sort. And that's what he's using to cut the pork roll itself. There are no rules against that. Here. 20. All right. Okay, we're approaching 4 minutes in, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, here's a quick update. Nick Werry, 20. Jeffrey Esper, 22. And 24 for James Webb. Very, very close. Nick Werry went out very fast. 23. Strike that. He's right there. So we got 23, 23, and 24. Very close. Last year, you will recall, very close. And we still have not hit the halfway mark, so we are about on pace to break last year's record. Right now for George Chigger, who's competing today with a bum leg that should not actually impact his performance, but it certainly does create a little discomfort. But he is a warrior. Onward he goes. What do we got? If you wanna get with me, there's some things you gotta know. I like my beat fast and my bass down low. Bass down low. Bass down low. I like my beat fast and my bass down low. 25 for Nick Werry, 28 for Jeffrey Esper, 28 for James Webb. An absolute tie here. I told you it was going to be close. This is closer than I thought. And as you notice, I step back away from the eaters because there's a lot of stuff going around, but I am a man, a veteran of the circuit myself since 1988, and I know where not to stand. It's called the spray zone. And now James Webb, who had the lead, seems to be slowing. I don't know if the heat is getting to him. You can feel it yourself. This is not ideal conditions. You'd want this to be inside at a temperature of about 72. Obviously, the heat itself is really pushing down. Right now, Jeffrey Esper picking up the speed, 32 cases. Pork roll sandwiches, 32 for Jeff. Strike that, he came. They are neck and neck. And 30 for Nick Werry. Nick is, I'm sorry, strike that, 32 Nick is just one behind the leaders here. And James buns, and you can see the water just dripping down his hand and off his elbow. It's like a little water, little waterfall. Now, Nick Wary is picking up the speed here, 24. 24 right now for Nick. I misspoke. 34 for Nick Wary. Forgive me, 34. This is the Taylor Swift portion of the soundtrack, ladies and gentlemen. And it always makes me emotional, and I will tell you this. I hate Jake Gyllenhaal and what he did, and I will not see any of his movies. I will not watch Roadhouse. I don't care how ripped he is. Dead tie now, 37, James Webb, Jeffrey Esper. 37 with Nick Wary. Nick Wary is now dead even. He came back. It was Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift did this. She pushed him on to do his best, and now he's dead even with James Webb and Jeffrey Esper. I'm looking for some. You all good? You all good? You all good? I'm looking for some. Looking for some. I'm looking for some. Looking for some. 8.5 for Wild Bill Myers. 6 for Kevin Ackerman, ladies and gentlemen. 6. 13, 8.5. Now Nick Wary, 40 sandwiches. Jeffrey Esper, 41, and James Webb, 41. Oh, we're coming down to the wire. Only 40 seconds left. 40 seconds left, right? I'm going to count it down. We are under 1 minute. I'll tell you, we are now at 30 seconds left. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. We are down to the wire. I got so confused by how close it was. 43. 43. I can't even guess. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting close. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put down your cases, pork roll sandwich. And folks, now, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to go through and tally this up. Too close to call for me when we were doing that. Could someone, who's got dry hands? This is going to take exactly 3 minutes. gentlemen, we have the results. I'm not wrong, right?
You're not wrong.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this was the closest, and I consulted with my associates and with the internet, and I've confirmed that this is the closest ever Case's pork roll eating contest in history, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to congratulate, in 5th place, George Chigger, ladies and gentlemen, 19. In 4th place, with 20 1/4, Tanner Gray, ladies and gentlemen, 20 1/4. Come on around. In 3rd place, you saw him. Guys, you're gonna hold up the hands. So you saw him battling it out, ladies and gentlemen. What's your rank again, Nick?
6th.
6th in the world, 42 1/2 Case's pork roll sandwiches for 3rd, ladies and gentlemen, the great Nick Werry. Now, if you two would come out. Okay, if you step off. Yeah. And then, you're right here. And you're right here. So, you're going to take his wrist. Ladies and gentlemen, after a physical and emotional journey, we have arrived at our destination. One of these eaters consumed 44 1/4 Case's pork roll sandwiches, and one of these eaters consumed 44 1/2. That is how close it was. Literally, the last bite. This, of course, is James Webb of Australia. This, of course, is Jeffrey Esper of Oxford, Massachusetts. Champion. And after 10 minutes of competition, the winner with 44 1/2 Case's pork roll sandwiches, Jeffrey Esper! And in 2nd place, the great James Webb. Here is the belt. There is the belt. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Jeffrey Esper, 3-time Trenton Thunder World Case's pork roll eating champion of the world. For all of you coming here today for Riverfest at the Trenton Thunder, we thank you. My name is George Shea. We look forward to seeing you next year. Rock on, enjoy the rest of the day and the rest of the weekend. Our congratulations to the great Jeffrey Esper, ladies and gentlemen. And anyone who wants an autograph of Jeffrey and the team will come up, and we've got the cards and the Sharpies. Thank you so much to Slice. Thank you so much to Boomer, Tom Donlin and Cases, and of course the Trenton Thunder. Thank you. Here, let me get